In what has to be considered one of the biggest upsets in television history, House of the Dragon wins Best Television Drama Series. What up to my thugs, nerds, freaks, and geeks? You're now rocking with the best of Don, Tony, Teflon, and you're listening to Behind the Screen, where I give you all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes in any television show. And every Saturday, I'll be doing a live stream with my co-host, LMR, for the Lady and Don podcast version of Behind the Screen. So make sure you subscribe and click that bell so you can join the call-in live stream every week. On Tuesday, January 10th, the Game of Thrones prequel beat out the competition from April's TV Severance, Netflix The Crown, Better Call Saul, and even The Ozark, who were all front runners to win that award. Of course, Better Call Saul and Severance were the fan favorites and everybody's favorite. Everyone thought that they were going to win this award, but nope. Fire and Blood wins the day. Miguel Sapochnik accepted this award alongside actors Millie Alcock and Emma Darcy. You know, the people who played Princess Rhaenyra when she was young and when she was older, and admitted that he did not think that the show would be victorious. While Sapochnik did not say who he believed would win, he heaped praise upon Severance. Now, if you ever watched Severance, then you would have to say no doubt that the complexity of the show, the cutting edge nature of the show, you had to think that there was a great chance that Severance was going to win. If I had to put my money on anything, I would have put my money on Severance. But thank God that did not rule the day. What did rule the day was House of the Dragon, Fire and Blood. House of the Dragon was not the favorite, even in the front running to win this series. All the experts predicted that Better Call Saul and Ozark had a fighting chance, considering they were nominated for their final seasons. And usually when you're nominated for your final seasons, they want to heap the rewards on you for doing this show, for having such a good long run with a show. So you think that they have the chance or the edge to become the one who wins the show. But nope, not at all. It was House of the Dragon that came through. A prequel show showing that the Game of Thrones genre, the Game of Thrones brand is just gold. Anything it touches turns to gold. So what does this mean for all of the Game of Thrones prequel going forth? Well, I think there's a good shot that we're going to see more Game of Thrones shows. Number one, when we look at the numbers, Game of Thrones was the highest rated show that HBO Max put out. After that, now it's critically acclaimed. It has both stamps of approval on it. And when you're talking about dollars, it has to make sense, especially when it comes to the new team that took over for HBO. That's all they care about is the money. They're trying to cut over $2 billion in budget so that they can become more profitable. That is why they have dropped a lot of cartoons and a lot of series, and have told other people that if you're interested in buying certain IPs from them, they are interested in talking about selling them. And that has Lovecraft Country fans thinking that, hey, maybe someone will buy this IP and we'll get a season 2 of Lovecraft Country. But back to House of the Dragon, because it has those two stamps, I would have to assume that there is a great chance that we're going to see more of these series, because they're going to say the critics love it. Also, not just because of that, the fans love it. We're gonna make money on it. So what could be next? I would say without a shadow of a doubt that the show Snow, starring Kit Harington, has to be top on their list. It's another show that is directly connected to Game of Thrones. It's coming after Game of Thrones ended, and it's a chance to make amends for the end of Game of Thrones. Also, there's a show, 10,000 Ships from Nymeria's Voyage. I think that has a chance to make it. Also, we know there's a show that people have been wanting to see for a very long time, and that is Robert's Rebellion. If they do Robert's Rebellion, they may tie it to House of the Dragon. House of the Dragon is an anthology series that will run each show will run about 3 to 4 years, and then we'll flip. So after this one that we see, the Dance of Dragons, there will be another one. We don't know exactly where they're going to go, but they could go to Robert's Rebellion when it's all said and done. But to me, I think most likely they'll go to Aegon's Conquest in the beginning, and they'll show that if they're going to do something before that, and then maybe something else in the middle, and end it with Robert's Rebellion. But this is a huge upset win for House of the Dragon. What series would you like to see made? Please let me know in the comments section. If it was up to you and you were running HBO and you said, listen, this is what the people are going to watch, as being hardcore fans, also take into account that people aren't hardcore fans. So what would they want to see? What would be most compelling to them if they've never watched Game of Thrones or never watched House of the Dragon? What would be most compelling to these people to want to watch this show? Let me give a shout out to the whole cast of House of the Dragon, the writing team, the directors, Miguel Sapochnik, people at HBO, George R.R. Martin, Ryan Condal, everyone, especially the people who went out of their way, took the backlash, and hired black actors to play the Valerians. My man, Steve Toussaint, this just proves that this show is great with more diversity. Not that Game of Thrones wasn't great, because it surely was, but it just makes it more acceptable and more diverse. This makes more people of color want to watch the show, because you love to see people like you on screen. Who does not like that? So shout out to my brother Steve Toussaint, the Sea Snake. I told you, bro, that you were gonna be on the #1 show when you came on my channel and did that interview with me, and here we go. Just like I told you, that's what's up. Especially to Emilia Alcock and everyone else who played, Emma Darcy, who played these roles. They did a phenomenal job. What a great season it was, and I cannot wait to see more. So again, put in the comment sections what you want to see, and if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and of course subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.